such a time as this.
And welcome back to For Such a Time as This, the place where there is no such thing as a silent witness. Want to encourage you all, please, to go to our webpage, for such a time as this.today. For such a time as this.today. There you can see all the other platforms we are actually on, the social media platforms. You can go there and see which other platforms we are on. And I ask you, please, if you go there, watch the videos on our webpage. And what that would do is that would increase, I'm told by our web guy, that would increase for such a time as this .today in the search engines. More people would see it. So if you can, it's a one-stop shop. If you go there to for such a time as this .today, you'll see all of our videos there, and it would help us out. Okay, here we go. Let's get into the conflict going on in the Middle East between Israel and Gaza. You know, I think what I'm going to do one day is actually go through the history of it. Yasser Arafat coming from Beirut, I believe, setting up shop in Gaza. But before we even get to that, there is a dangerous trend going on in the United States of America. Those who are pro-Palestinian are starting to attack Jews, not in the Middle East, but here in America, here in the United States of America. And what is my stance on this? I'll tell you what my biblical stance is, and we'll talk about what's going on in the Middle East and what implications does that have to the Christian who's looking forward to the coming of our Lord. That's going to be interesting as we delve into that more. But here I'm just going to read what the scriptures say. Genesis 12:2. God is speaking to Abram, who will later become Abraham. He says this, and I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great, so that you will be a blessing. Watch this. I will bless those who bless you, and him who dishonors you I will curse. And in you, all the families of the earth shall be blessed. And that is speaking to the Christ who was to come. He tells Abraham this. He repeats this over and over and over again throughout Abraham's life. He says this in 17:6, I will make you exceedingly fruitful, and I will make you into nations. See, he's doing it again. And kings shall come from you, and I will establish my covenant between me and you and your offspring after you throughout their generations for an everlasting covenant. The key word there, everlasting, for an everlasting covenant to be God to you and to your offspring after you. Not only to you, this everlasting part, this everlasting covenant, it's not only with you, Abram, it's with your offspring after you. And I will give to you and to your offspring after you the land of your sojournings, all the land of Canaan, for there it is again, an everlasting possession, and I will be their God. Am I saying that the Jews who are now the inhabitants of Israel, that they're somehow right with the Lord apart from Christ? Of course not. You only come to God but by one way, and that is through the Christ, the Messiah of the Old Testament, the Son of Man in Daniel 7, Jesus. And any Israelite who dies apart from the blood of Christ is going to hell, period. But I think most people get the Mosaic covenant, the covenant in which Moses enacted with the nation of Israel at Mount Horeb. Or was it Mount Horeb? It was Mount Sinai, and then they went around Mount Horeb. All right. When he brings down the 10 Commandments, make the sacrifice. He sprinkles the blood over the people. I think people get the Mosaic covenant confused with the Abrahamic covenant. The Mosaic covenant is not everlasting. It was conditional on obedience to the nation of Israel, on which they reneged. That's not, but to the Abrahamic covenant, it's an everlasting covenant. And that part in chapter 12, I will bless those who bless you, and to him who curse, I will curse you. I don't think that's just to Abraham. Nope, that's to his seed. The Abrahamic covenant is to his seed. But what are we seeing right now in the United States of America? We'll get to the Palestinian-Israeli conflict in other videos. But what are we seeing right here? This is May 21st, 2021. What are we starting to see now with more frequency in the United States of America? Not good. There he is. Look at him. He's right there. Police is right there. Police is right there. Look at him. Look at him. The police was right there. The police was right there, and there was clearly assault taking place, and the police didn't slap handcuffs on anybody. Why not? That's a problem. That's a problem. Anti-Semitic attacks are starting to be ramped up in this country. That was clearly assault. They were kicking, they were punching. The police was right there, and he did nothing. From what I saw, no one got arrested. That's also what happened at an outdoor restaurant. Palestinians attacking Jews, and if you look at the end, the police was right there. They were behind this parade or mob or whatever you want to call it. Here it is. He's going to spit. He spit. Oh, no. Language. Police right there. Honestly, look at the police right there. The police is right there. They're right there. Nothing. Police was right there, and they did nothing. The guy spit on the Jews sitting there eating. The anti-Semitic attacks are being wrapped up as we speak. And the media, again, I'm not going to claim to be huge partakers of the media as of late. No. I can't stand a lot of the news. But there you have it. And I will read it again. Great nation. Bless you. Make your name great. You'll be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and him who dishonors you, I will curse. You can argue all you want. I don't mind telling you. I don't mind saying it. You hear this. The United States should bless Israel and support the Jewish people, and no Christian shouldn't do it, and this, that. Look. Here's my take on it. I'm afraid of Israel's God. Yes, I am. I'll say it. I'll say it. And that everlasting part, I'm sorry. Go look up what everlasting means. In Revelation 21 and 22, Jerusalem falls out of the sky, people. Jerusalem. Jerusalem. And you know what's on those those 12 gates, the 12 name of the apostles. Jerusalem, everlasting. Go look at what everlasting is. And I'm afraid of Israel's God. I'm going to bless Israel. And I suggest you do too. And I will not dishonor Israel, the seed of Abraham. And I suggest you don't either. Because quite simply, plain and simple, I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm afraid of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And if you were smart, you'd be afraid also.
For such a time as this,